Our next citation to create will be a website one. Now, we looked at book first, and I think I said that it was fairly straightforward and easy because all the information was on the front and back sides of the title page of the book, usually. Websites are not that easy, unfortunately. So again, we are at citationmachine.net/MLA because Modern Language Association is the format we use here at school. Our source is going to be a website. So you would click on that. Now, in this case, we want to again do create manual citation. So we're putting everything in by hand. Okay, here's what you're looking for: the article title, the author, the website title, publisher if it's there, the URL, that's the web address up here in the address bar. Gee, you can copy and paste that, right? And in fact, most of this we can copy and paste. And we would like to tell it to display the URL in our citation. It's up to your teacher, but usually it's very helpful if you do that. The publication, the date you access it, that's the day you're on that. And you do not need to add an annotation. So let's try this. Let's just choose a web article. Say I'm going to do a Google search for whales. And please note that using this page is not appropriate. You want to actually get into an article. So let's try one that is not Wikipedia. Okay, let's do Facts About Whales by Whale and Dolphin Conservation USA. Sounds like it might be a legitimate group. All right, so we want to find information, and here are basic facts. Okay, so let's say we used this first page. We didn't go any further into the article on different pages because this page has so much. All right, so let's see, what did it want? Let's go back to our citation form. Well, at the top it wants the article title. Now, here's where we get the difference between an article title and a website title. Think of the website as the whole big filing cabinet, and the article is an individual folder in a filing cabinet. Or on your computer, your document is your article. You save it into a folder called whatever you call it, research or my documents or whatever. That folder is the larger container. So the website is the larger container, and each of the links within the website is a separate page. Okay, so the article title here is Facts About Whales. Now, this gives you a really good way to find it on here. First off, it's in large print, boldface, but it also gives you the breadcrumb trail of how we got there. The home page, about whales and dolphins, facts about whales. Not every website will be that conveniently laid out that'll give you the trail, but your article title is usually somewhere at the top of the article. Okay, so we want to go back to our citation form and we put in facts, sorry, typing too fast, about whales. Notice spelling and punctuation and capitalization count. Okay, now while we're up there at the top of that article, let's find the website title. Okay, WDC. All right, WDC. Any idea what WDC stands for? Well, we can't tell from here, but I can tell you that the website title is usually on the top, often on the top left. So we're going to go with WDC. If we wanted to get real picky, we could go back to the Google search results. All right, now we want to look to see if there's an author. Here's where it starts getting trickier because it's not always at the top of the page. If you're lucky, the author will be listed. And if you're even luckier, the author will be right under the title of the article, just like it would be in a newspaper or magazine. Not so on a lot of websites. So then you scroll the whole way to the bottom. Okay. And here's where we may or may not find more information. Okay, so I don't see an author at the end of this article, so you're going to have to skip that. Okay. Now, let's go back to the citation form. Publisher or sponsor. Well, that's usually at the bottom of the article. Sometimes it's the same as the organizations. That's the website title. Sometimes it is not. All right. Don't see anything here about it. So we're going to leave that blank for now. It tells you who did the website, but that's not the same. Okay. Now it wants the URL. Aha! All right. URL is the address in the address bar. And each page is different. So you're going to highlight it, Control-C to copy, go back to your citation form, Control-V to paste. That's probably the easiest thing you'll do in the website citation. Electronically published, well, frankly, I didn't see a publication year down here at the bottom of this page either. Although it's possible that my recording, nope, moving that doesn't make any difference either. If you have a website year, like a copyright year, it's usually at the bottom. But I'm going to check the top just to be sure that they didn't sneak it in on us anywhere. Nope, they did not. Okay, so we're going to leave that alone. The date accessed is today, and this happens to be, the day is 02, the month is September, and it is 2025. Be careful on this because they do it differently than we do in the States. This is the European way where the day comes before the month. And then you complete the citation. And again, once it's created, all you have to do is copy it and paste it to either your works cited page in your document or your works cited slide or whatever your handout you're giving your audience. Don't hesitate to ask adults for help finding things like website title, article title, publication information, because it's different on each web page. The guidelines I gave you as to what's at the top and what's at the bottom are usually true, but I can't guarantee it.